Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is going to be a demo and review of the new AuCar 14.4-inch 2K Tesla-style head unit for the 2016 to 2019 Ford Explorer. Now I'm currently sitting in a 2019 Platinum Edition with the Sync 3 model. So when you order this, there's going to be a Sync 1, Sync 2, and Sync 3, and you basically need to specify. You just need to show me a picture of what you have, and I could tell you which model. Now this is the Sync 3 is the most advanced one that the higher end Ford Explorers come with. I think 2019, maybe 2018, but I think 2019 was the first year of the Sync 3. So we're going to go over this now. When you get this, you'll see I did a installation video when I went over everything, all the wiring, the install, and just some brief stuff. So one thing about this system that is just absolutely awesome is it retains the factory XM radio and all the factory control functions. So turn the lights on here so you can see all the buttons that it has. So basically, if you want to, this is the standard UI. So this is the home screen, and then you have all your apps up here. Okay, and this is an Android setting, so or system. So of course you're going to have your app tray with all your different deals in here. Now you're going to have Netflix that comes preloaded on here. I loaded YouTube. I loaded Waze. You got Google Maps. So this thing will use Google Maps, Waze, or you go up here and choose Console. And when you choose Console, that pulls up your factory screen. So here you have your sources, so such as your Sirius XM radio. I'm going to go ahead and start this so we don't run the battery down while we're doing this. Okay, and then you have your sources up here where you're going to have your FM, AM, and then your Bluetooth. Then you have your climate control, so you could do your climate control here. Your heated steering wheel is right here. Okay. Then you have your phone, and then your navigation. This is your factory navigation, so it's still going to all work. So you're going to have that too. And then your apps, and then all your general settings and everything. So this is your basically your factory home screen, and you don't lose that. Now I do have this in night mode just because I'm doing the demo video, and when it's in the daytime it's too bright. I personally like running the dark mode all the time. I just think it looks the best. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do the climate control here. So you'll see the little guy here. You just push that, so it's going to come on. Here's your fan speed, and then of course you have your temperature, and then you also have temperature hard buttons right here, so you could turn them up. You don't have to go into it. You could just turn your temp up right there, and then your AC on and off. Okay, we'll go back up there. So the mode, here's your mode button. So if you want it down below or defrost, then you have this little button over here that's going to go to your rear. So you have your rear controls over here. Let's see, fresh air. We're gonna do the heated seats, and then you have your cool seats. I can hear everything going on with all your different levels. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down to 1. So those are all your controls on the Android version portion. Now, or you could go over here to the climate control, and you could use everything here. Now the only thing you could turn on and off as far as the heated seats and stuff is the steering wheel. So the steering wheel's here, and I don't think the steering wheel control is on here. So you have to go to the console to turn your steering wheel. I'm not real familiar. Yes, that's what you have. Yep, that's what you have to do. So, so your heated steering wheel is going to be right there, and it does work. Okay, let's go back home. Now you'll see this is the main screen right here. Let me go back a little bit, and if you go to settings, we'll kind of go over the settings real quick. You're going to have a couple different styles. Now here's the modern style. Now this is fully customizable. The other one's fixed. This one you could change. You could move things around. You could do different widgets. You could change the background. All sorts of stuff. So lots of different things you could do on here. We're going to go back to the classic style and just kind of leave it on there. And then you have your day and night mode, or auto. So when you turn your headlights on, it'll go to dark mode for you. Also, just one thing up in the right hand corner here, this is going to be your brightness. So you just touch it, and then you could always pull down the top of your screen, and you're going to see that you have your basic Android functions up there. Okay, then you got your time. This will go directly to be able to set that. Your dimmer, night 3, I suppose that's different dimmer modes. Antenna power, you don't have to worry about that, leave it off. Language, English, units, radio region, and then RDS for your radio. Okay, I think that's everything in the general. Let's go to audio. Then you have your equalizer, which is really nice. So this has a DSP chip, so you'll be able to set custom presets. You could do it yourself, or you could do the different preset modes. Then you have your bass filter and everything, your gain and all that stuff. And then to your zones, front, rear, left, right. I guess it's your fade, and then your gain. You could turn down the gain. It depends on the placement of the vehicle. So, okay, we'll get out of that. Sound gain. Sound gain is kind of important. When you get it, everything's going to be clear up here to 30. So you want to back everything off. That way, when you like the radio music, the radio sound, or the music sound, or whatever, it's just not blaring on level 1 on the lowest setting. You could tone it down so it's real quiet. It just gives you more of a adjustment, is what it does. Okay, let's go to video. Video. Okay, video motion. With that on, that allows you to watch Netflix and have videos going while you're driving, which you should not do. Default Navi app. Now you could change this. It's at the maps. You could change it to Waze if you want the default. So that means when you hit the navigation, either Waze is going to come up or Google Maps is going to come up. Go back to settings. And then app customization. You'll see app 1 up at the top on the home screen. You have some custom apps you could put up here. I put in the Play Store. So you could go over here like that one, and you could assign something. Say if you want YouTube, you could hit YouTube, and then go back, and then you'll see YouTube's up there. So you could change these, and you could press and hold and move them around and everything. So that's really, really nice. And then let's see. Let's go back to settings. Keep going here. Music online. I think you could have it so what you're watching on that main screen. It'll have the controls, I think. We'll have to play with that a little bit. I'm still kind of learning on these systems. So, and then online video, not sure exactly what this does 100%. Another thing I need to play with. So, okay, let's go over to system. Okay, you have your setting guide. We'll go into setting guide real quick. You don't need to mess with any of this. The car model, the temperatures display. I'm not sure if where that displays at when you turn that on, but it's all off. The factory amp, you leave that off, or I think you turn that on if you want to add amps and stuff. But we'll just leave that. Reverse mute. Let's see. We're going to turn that off. That means when you turn it in reverse, your music will stay playing. Dynamic guideline. I don't know what the dynamic guideline does on here. The radar sound, so if you want to hear the when you're in reverse and hear it. Right hand drive, that's for obviously right hand drive vehicles. I don't think we need to worry about that. Short door stay. Now you can turn, like when I open the door, you're going to see it comes on. You can turn that on and off. Okay, we'll get out of that. That's setting guide. And network, that just goes straight to your Android deals. Now you'll see that I'm connected to the hotspot on my phone. You don't have to, but in order for the Android part of it to work and the Google Maps and stuff, you need to be connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot, or this does have a 4G SIM card. And I actually mounted the SIM card holder in the glove box for easy access. So if you want to do a 4G SIM card, now I know T-Mobile works, Mint Mobile, just pay as you go. That's what you usually want to do on these, and like $15 a month. So, and then you won't be paying those high fees. So we'll go back out of that. Whoop, back in there. System. Okay, so and then GPS. This is cool. This will show you all the GPS satellites. Now I'm sitting in a garage right now, and I'm getting 5 signals, 2 weak ones. You need to have at least 3 for it to function. Usually there's about 8 to 10 that are working. So that works very well. Back out of that. Then the wheel settings, you could program the different functions on your steering wheel. Upgrade, that's for updates. Software version gives you all the good stuff right there. It's 8 GB, 128 GB memory. The factory settings you don't need to worry about. The factory reset you don't need to worry about. Android settings. Now Android settings, this is your basic Android settings, just like what's on a phone, a tablet, and everything. So this will get into everything. So your accounts, everything. Okay, we won't go over all the Android settings. So that is the settings part of this. Now let's go over some really neat, cool features that this has. You'll see there's one called ambient light. Now what you could do is you can see these buttons are all white. Well, I could change those to red. I could change them to yellow. I could change them to a green. I could have them color changing, so they're constantly changing colors, which is really cool. I just have them on white right now. Then you could just turn them off if you don't want them on. Obviously you want them on. They look nice. So that's one kind of a neat feature. Obviously you'll have Bluetooth music within your Android head unit, and it does have voice feature. You'll see it just turned on when I was talking. Oh, another nice thing, you'll see that this retains your factory reverse. So there's your reverse, and it does have the lines, so when you turn the wheels, when you're, I think it's when you have your lights on, it actually shows the trajectory, I guess is what you call it. So let's see, we're going to turn that on so it's not so bright. Okay, and then you have your front cam. You just push this button, and the front cam. Now it does say rear camera. I'm not sure why it says rear, but this is your front cam. So it does retain your front cam. You just hit it again to shut it off. There we go. Okay, we'll keep going on the apps here. So you have your Bluetooth, so you connect your phone and everything. I don't have anything connected at all. Go back out of that, and then of course your Bluetooth music. So when you're playing, it'll tell you what's playing there. It's playing if you're playing Pandora, Spotify, or something like that. Cam. That's if you would have put on a separate cam, is what that would have been. Okay, then we got your car auto. So I have that on my home screen up here, or it comes on the home. This is going to be your Android Auto and your Apple CarPlay. So what you do, you simply connect your Bluetooth to the, see, I just said Bluetooth and it opened. And then you pair your phone, and then this will automatically open up. So I am going to see allow auto boot, respond to the connection when the background is in place. Okay, we're just going to leave it there. I think it'll activate when you get in the car with that on. So if you don't want it to do that, you turn that off. So well, maybe we'll turn it off and we'll try that later. Okay, so that's going to be your Android Auto and your Apple CarPlay. Here's your Android Auto button right here. Now you could use a wired or a Bluetooth. The Apple CarPlay is wireless only. Now, one thing that I don't know if you could plug in and it'll run the Apple CarPlay through the factory. I think you have to run your Apple CarPlay through here now instead of through the factory. So we'll get out of that. Go back to the app tray, and everybody knows the Android setup. This is all your everything you have open. Your back, app tray, home. So that's your basic features if you guys aren't Android users. So, okay, we got Google Chrome. And once again, I am hooked up to Wi-Fi. So you'll see that everything is all up. Back to the app tray. You have your clock. The console, that's going to be, obviously I just showed you at the console. Your contact list, your DSP, which is going to be your equalizer, ES File Explorer, file browser, your Gmail if you choose, Google, HD video player. So you could download videos to this head unit using a thumb drive, plug it into the USB, and then it downloads to the head units. Your Google Maps, messaging, which probably won't be used. I suppose you could get emails or text on here. The music player, so you can download music to the head unit, use the music player. Then you have Netflix, Nova 7. That's the car launcher that you could customize. So when you go to modern style, that's how you customize. So you can go into the Nova launcher here, and this allows you to go in and just fully customize it, change the backgrounds. You could all the apps, the design. It's just crazy what you could do here. So lots of customization that can be done. Okay, make sure we didn't change anything here. Okay, so I don't want that open. Okay, then the Play Store. Now, one thing with the Play Store that everybody needs to know about is you need to hook this unit up to data. You need to hook it up to your Wi-Fi hotspot or your Wi-Fi at your home, and you need to update this. If you don't update this, the thing's not going to work right as far as like Google Maps and stuff. So you need to go into your icon at the top right, manage apps and device, and then right here it'll say all apps up to date. But that's what you go into to look for updates and to download your updates. Now you'll see here, right here, it says security notification, go to Play Protect. Don't worry about that. It's got a preloaded app in here, and the Play Store is flagging it as harmful. However, it's not. So don't go in there and do anything. There's no reason to. So this is all your apps. It's infinity. You know, every single app you could think of is in here. So if you're an Apple guy, and you know, you could still go in and download the apps, sign into them, and they'll work just fine. Now this does have the SiriusXM app. You will not need this since if you already have the SiriusXM, don't use this. This is made for running through data. You sign into your account, and it's kind of like having it on your phone. So you could have it on anything, but you don't need to do this because this already has it in the console. This already has factory XM, so you won't need to do that unless you want to, I guess, and if you're going to be hotspotting your phone. The Topple service. Now, when you get this, you're going to see. We'll go Topple Voice. So you're going to see this floating icon here, this little dude right here. So you're going to probably want to shut that off. It kind of gets annoying a little bit. So you just shut that off. Then there's a wake up. So if you talk, it'll wake it up. You could switch all this off if you don't want the voice controlled working. So it does work very well. Your wake up word is "Hey Top," and then it'll say hello up there. Okay, we'll go ahead and get out of that. So that's kind of cool. It works very well. Say we'll do it. Hey Top, open maps. And there you go. Hey Top, open YouTube. There you go. So that works very well. It's very quick, super fast. Okay, we'll go back to, and then of course I got Waze loaded. It does not come with Waze, but I downloaded it. It's got a weather. I downloaded YouTube, Zedge. That's how to get some backgrounds. Let's see, back out of that. The weather, I don't mess with the weather one. Okay. And you could download, what's nice thing, you could download like a live weather map. So when you're traveling, you could have live radar running in here, which is really cool. So that's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to show you another thing. Another thing you could do is say if you want to run a split screen. So we want Google Maps up top here, and then let's do YouTube. We want to watch some YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and watch some YouTube. So there you go. So we could start this video right here. So we could have YouTube up here. We could have navigation going here, and then it does have a where you could do the whole screen, which I don't want. I want to go back. So let's go back to where we were here. Because I want to show the deal here, and then let's see, where's the Google, the YouTube. Okay, there we go. Not now. Okay, so there you could have everything going here. It's really cool. Back out of that. So you could have your Google Maps up there. Now, if you use Google Maps, now if you could download offline maps. So at first you're going to have to be connected to a Wi-Fi signal, or if you have your 4G SIM card in, you won't have to do that. Everything will just work. But you could download offline maps on Google Maps. So you could download, say I live in Nebraska, you could download the state of Nebraska and have everything on there, and it'll all work and everything, which is really, really nice. So if anybody's familiar with Google Maps, it has the full function on here. It's pretty amazing, actually. Google Maps is pretty cool. So that's the split screen. It also has floating screen. You could do full screen. Just so much. Now one thing I didn't mention yet is this is a 2K screen. This is the highest resolution screen that's come out on one of these units. So it's a step up from the 1080p. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I think that's about everything. So if you want to know more information about it, you can go to my website, www.elliottmotorsports.biz. You could shoot me an email at caymanspyder@gmail.com. And I guess that is it. Thanks so much.